I am developing a 2D puzzle game called Conundrum Catacombs, and today we're going to be publishing the demo on itch.io. I've been working on the demo for a while now, and we need to see what it needs to add. I made 4 levels so far, and now I'm just going to playtest the game, see how it feels, and see what it needs to have in order to be published as a demo. Okay, so we are in Game Maker. We are going to run the game and see what needs to be added and how it feels. So the only thing I have so far is the walking sounds, which sound fine, I think. Also added collisions for these things. Oh, I actually didn't mention I made these. These are basically some bonfires which, when the player is in their proximity, he's not gonna lose any torch. I also adjusted the depth of items, so you can see now that if the user walks in front of stuff, he gets put in front of them, and if he's behind, they're going to display behind him. Also made this menu for the demo, which is going to explain what to do, and I also added gamepad controller. Controller support. This is the first level of the game. It's pretty simple. All the user has to do is pick up this rock and place it on a pressure plate, then get a key and move on to the next level. The thing which worries me is that there are no sounds. For example, over here, when the user places the rock, I would like a sound effect for the wall disappearing, like some rocks plunking on each other or some stuff like that. Moving on. Also want to make a sound for when the user picks up the keys or items, like custom sounds for all of those. And also when he opens the door, there's no sound right now, I need to fix that. I would like to add a sound for when the room transitions as well. I also want to add a sound for when the user presses the levers. Because right now they have no sounds, and that doesn't sound, but it is pretty bad. I also want to make a sound for when the user picks up coins. I also added a bunch of new decorations to the game, and thinking about it, I would like to also add fire cracking sound when the user is near a bonfire, like when he enters this, trigger is in this area, and when the user is in this area, sound of the bonfire, fire clicking, crackling, whatever the word is, just happens, and while he's in this area, this happens. I also want to add a nom 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 sound for when the user eats a turkey leg. The second level is again pretty simple. You just pick up a rock, place it on the pressure plate, and then you also use the other mechanic with the levers. You need to press them in sequence. This is the fourth level, which I added the draft mechanic to it as well, which if the user goes in here, as you can see, his torch goes down faster. And this is pretty much basically the same. The user goes, picks up a key, opens a door, then picks up another key and opens another door. This time the doors are blue and red instead of being only red. So yeah, this is basically the game so far. I added a bunch of decorations and... Okay, so this is the game so far. What we need to do is make it be a hell of a lot more fun. So how are we going to do that? I'm going to add a bunch of new sounds from freesounds.org, which we are going to be using to make the game feel a little bit more alive, see how that changes things up. And this is going to be the production demo. It's not going to be the final demo because I did not have time to complete the entire demo. So we're going to be updating the demo first and then moving on to the actual game. So what I would like to add in the near future, like in let's say a month, I would like to add combat to the game. I know that's a pretty big thing to add, especially because I want the player to be able to use the controller as well and have controller support. And I was thinking about having a melee type of combat and as well as a ranged type of combat, because I think that would make the game feel a lot better, especially in the 4th level so far, because you don't have a lot of stuff to do in the game. You just complete a couple of very simple puzzles and handle your torch mechanic. It's not that great, to be honest. And if I want to sell this game on Steam and on itch, I need it to be something that people will want to pay for. So how I'm going to do that is I'm going to keep the linear story, but I'm going to add combat and shooting and melee combat and a lot of stuff. Okay, so let's put on paper all the sounds that we need. We need the sound for when wall disappears, the sound for when the user picks up coins, the user picks up cloth, the user picks up a key, the user opens a door with a key, and the lever door opened. Oh, the crackling sound of the fire, of the bonfire. Crackling bonfire sound. Okay, so we're going to get all of these from freesound.org, and I'm gonna get back to you searching these items. Let's see, rock hit each other for the wall sound. That does not that does not sound good. This might work actually. Hidden wall opening. This actually sounds good. Okay, I think I can work with that. Next we need one for the user picking up coins, so let's say coins, I guess. Let's search for some like power up coins. I think this sounds good for my game. Okay. Next we need cloth. Fire starting. Let's see that. No, this could be used for the bonfire though, so we can take this and use it for that. Okay, so far we got when wall disappears, the user picks up a coin, and the bonfire, and we have these other ones. Okay.
Press R and stop.
I quite like how this sounds. Or if I tone down the sound a little bit, it could make sense to light up the torch with this, so let's save this as well. Pick up key. This is perfect. Pick up key, wow. That's great. I quite like how this one sounds. And one for the levers being used, I don't know, lever. Let's see how this looks. No. This sounds good, the old lever pull. We're going to be using this one. So now we have all the sounds. It's time to actually add them to the game. Before we continue with adding everything to the game, please make sure to wishlist the game on Steam. I'll put a link, I think, up here. No, the other way. And also remember to like and subscribe if you like the content I am making and you want to see more. And also please leave me comments with feedback. That means a lot to me. If you like it, if you don't like the video, anything at all, just I want to have an idea what people that are watching my videos like and what you guys would want to see in the future and right now. Okay, so I just finished downloading all of the sounds. Now we can start working on adding them to the game. Let's close this up and Where is sound? Okay, there you go. First one is gonna be... Okay, and then let's duplicate this. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. While trying to add sounds to my game, I realized I didn't actually have all the knowledge required to do that. So I found this awesome thing, like tutorial online by Let's Learn This Together. The link will be in the description, and just listen to what this guy has to say. It makes it sound awesome.
Over the basic ones, which are to play, pause, stop, and change the volume of the sounds in your game. And then I'm also going to show you a little more advanced technique of actually playing sounds at a location within your game itself. So these are things that are awesome for sounds that you want to be at a specific location, like I'm going to show you a waterfall or a fire or maybe someone fighting off in the distance. You want
Like, this sounds great, and it's gonna be awesome for my bonfire, because I'm gonna play that at a certain location where the bonfire will be. So let's get into it. I'm gonna watch the entire video and code it, and I'm gonna come back and show you the progress and how it all sounds together. Okay, so I finished watching the video, and I have this O-item object which has children of O red key, O blue key, and O rock, which are going to be items which all have different sound effects. And the way I handle this in the step event, I wrote this simple code because I also defined the type, because I don't want to brag, but I have a pretty good inventory system. So whenever if the type is equal to 1 or 2 based on this sprite, because this is going to be the sprite index 0, 1, and 2. Right? And so if the index is going to be 1 or 2, so that those are the keys, the SFX pickup key will play. And if the type will be 0, which is the first one, the rock, the sound effect for the pickup of a rock is going to play. So this is basically how I handle it for the keys and for the rock. For the other two pickable items, which are going to be the turkey leg and the cloth object, as well as the coin, so I need to check out cloth as well. It's gonna be very simple. In the script I wrote for coins, for example, I'm gonna play sound, audio play sound, then I'm gonna put the SFX for coins pickup with 1 pulse 1, and this should work pretty good. Let's check. Okay. It's a little bit loud, but it works. And I'm gonna do the same for the turkey leg and the cloth object as well. So I finished adding all of the items for the pickable items, and it's time to see how they all sound. There's gonna be eating. Okay. Kinda rough, but it works. Okay. This is the same as the other one, and this sounds extremely bad. I'm gonna need to find a new sound for the rocks immediately, again. Okay, it's time to check out this sound. It sounds fine. Let's see how opening a door with a key looks. I mean, sounds. It's fine. I still need to add sounds to the levers. And let's see how it sounds when you open a lever door. 1. That sounds great, guys. Okay, so I think I found a proper way, like a proper place to call this. Let's check if it sounds better now. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Also, I'm not gonna change the rock sound because I cannot, for the life of me, find another sound which even resembles picking up rocks better than this one. If you have any suggestions, please leave them in the comments below, because I've been spending the last, I think, half an hour trying to figure out where in the code I can actually put this, the magic audio play sound for the lever pull, and I have not been able to find a place where this works. So I'm gonna postpone it for now and move on with the development of the demo, and then we're gonna come back and fix this, because I also have a couple of other bugs that I need to fix. So I'm gonna showcase you the rest of the sounds. Enjoy! Okay, so following the tutorial, basically copying code, I defined the audio play sound at the sound effect bonfire. It's gonna play at the bonfire whatever location. I set up the orientation so the audio isn't all over the place, and I also set the audio fall off set model, which is basically how the fall off happens. It's like linear based on distance. Couple more things, but I thought distance is gonna work. And we also set in the step event, we set the position of the listener to be X and Y of the player object. So this is going to work wonderfully. So let's see what happens. Okay. Okay, so I just finished working the code out myself. I used nothing else to help me, so I'm gonna show you guys how it works. It's pretty awesome, I'm not gonna lie. Especially because everything came out of my brain. Listen to that. And if we go... That's pretty good. And if we go forward, this is what I wanted to show you. If I go to the next room, everything plays, and if you have this problem in your game, I'm gonna show you how to fix it. It's super simple. You just go here, you go and you type at the room trigger, you have to take you to the transitioning to the other room. Just type this: audio stop all, and look what happens now when I transition to the next room. Watch. Every sound gets stopped. So I was designing this level. This is gonna be the 5th and final level for the demo. I'm not gonna make 7 like I said in the week before this one, because that's just too much and I have too little content and even time to do that. But while I was building it, I was thinking how awesome would it be if this had combat, like this exact level. It's pretty cool. You don't do a lot of stuff in this level. Really thinking about simply this level being the user comes in, walks up here, and then he just transitions to the next level. But something needs to happen, and I literally ran out of mechanics. I have nothing else to do. I just showed all of them. There's levers, there's keys, there's pressure doors, and there's that's it. So I think I'm gonna keep this level like this and just have this be like a empty section, maybe at a bonfire over here or something, I don't know, and work on combat and how to add combat into the game. And of course I'll add decorations to this. And for the next update for the demo, we are going to be trying to add combat. Who are enjoying this type of longer videos where I actually go through everything I am making and explain my train of thoughts as well, not only showcasing what works and what doesn't work, because I want to show the real development process that I'm going through with the game, and that means everything. For example, this week I had to do a lot of work at my actual job, which stopped me from working on my game completely. I also had to work for that client I talked about in the previous video, which also stopped me from working on my game. There's the holidays coming and I have to spend time with my family, with my girlfriend. It's just a bunch of stuff happens, and I just want you guys to know that I'm doing my best to make the game, but life happens. And if you like the content and you enjoy these longer type videos, please remember to leave a comment, subscribe, and as I said before, wishlist the game on Steam. Okay, so I finished setting up the page for the itch.io, and now I just have to publish it, and once I publish it, you guys will be able to download it and play and test the game out finally. In this version it's not up, but by the time the video will be up, this will probably be Sunday at like 5 in the afternoon. The build will be up and you guys will be able to play the game and see it for yourselves. So thanks for watching and stay clear of the darkness.